When somebody talks from our classroom, the amplifier can be muted.
Sir, I
ഓക്കെ.
didn't get you.
ആരെങ്കിലും നമ്മുടെ ഹോളിൽ നിന്ന് ആരെങ്കിലും മൈക്ക് ഉപയോഗിക്കേണ്ടി വരുവാണെങ്കിൽ അവിടെ എന്ത് വരും? കാരണം സ്പീക്കർ ഇട്ട കാരണം ഒരു ഇഷ്യൂ വരും. അപ്പൊ സ്പീക്കർ ഒന്ന് വോളിയം കുറച്ചാൽ മതി.
Mute ആക്കണം.
ഓക്കെ, പ്ലീസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട്.
Okay, sir. Can we start, sir?
റമിത,
Sir.
ഓക്കെ, നിങ്ങൾ എവിടെയാണ് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്?
ജനറൽ ക്ലാസ്സിലാണ്. ഞങ്ങളിവിടെ
അങ്ങനെ
സാറിന്റെ റൂമിലായിരിക്കുന്നത്.
ഓക്കെ, സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്തു.
Good morning and welcome you all to today's insightful session on application of AI tools in the teaching learning process. We are honored to have with us Dr. Pranay Pandey, an esteemed educator and prolific scholar who will be guiding us through this fascinating and highly relevant topic. Dr. Pandey currently serves as an assistant professor in the Department of Education in Butler College, West Bengal. His illustrious academic journey includes BSc, MSc, MA, B.Ed, M.Ed, M.Phil, PGDCA, and PhD, and bagged gold medals in his academics. He has authored many books and journals. His works has garnered numerous awards and recognitions. So today we have our eminent resource person here. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Pranay Pandey. Sir, we are eager to hear your insights. The floor is yours, sir. Please join us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, madam, for introducing me. So, let me share my screen, ma'am. Is my screen visible? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're
Okay.
visible.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So, very good morning to everyone. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the MI Training College, Ponnani, Kerala, for organizing this EduSphere Colloquium Series Edition 3 and for inviting me to be a part of this insightful event. And also a special thank you to Dr. Nasir Ali sir, principal of MI Training College, for his meticulous planning and dedication in bringing this event together. And to all my dear students, thank you for joining us today. Your presence as well as the engagement in the program is highly for the successful of the discussion. And once again, thank you all who are in the organizer team for this opportunity. Thank you. So today, this is not, first of all, today this is not a lecture session. Rather, we can say that it is an hands-on training. So in this particular session, I would try to discuss the application of few AI tools, which is very much useful for our teaching learning process, and all the students, those for the B.Ed Teachers Training College, we the students of the B.Ed Teachers Training College, we treated as a teachers training, and they are the would-be teachers. So it is very much necessary for them also to know how to use different types of AI tools for nurturing in their classroom situation for our teaching learning process. So as we all know that in this particular era or in this particular situation, we are dealing with the content generation tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, etc. So, but how to effectively use this particular AI tools and more specifically the generic AI tools for content generation, the usefulness or how to use this particular AI tools is very much necessary. So, for this, you for this, the prompt. I think most of the students known about this particular term prompt. So what does it mean? As it is a very generic meaning that it is any kind of any format of the input which is being provided to any type of AI tools which is being used for to create the different types of content for our own purpose. And after giving this particular input in any format, but be specific that this any type of input is being related to the nature of the particular AI tool. Suppose if you see in the chat GPT, in the chat GPT, there are two options are there for giving the input. One is for the text input and another one is the upload the document. And if we consider the mechanism or the nature of the Gemini AI tools for the content generation, you have the multiple input options are there. You can also include your voice, your audio for giving the input to generate or to receive a specific response from this particular AI tools. So prompt is nothing but any kind of or any type of input which is being provided to a particular AI tools to receive a specific response or to generate the content with respect to the instruction given. So this is we have to follow if we use any kind of AI tools for content generation or any kind of for the information purpose. So we have to follow the create framework as you see on the PPT slide that the create is prepared with the respect of the six components. If we see in the screen that the C for the character, R for request, E for example, A for adjustment, T for type of output, and last E for extra. So when we try to use any kind of AI tools for the content generation, we have to follow this particular mechanism or the particular framework to get the optimum output from this particular framework. Suppose you see how to use this particular prompt in any kind of AI tools that you have to give a specific role. Suppose if you just input that what is artificial intelligence or what is education technology or what is inclusive education, but if you do not define the what are the exact word limit, what you exact one, suppose you want a exact definition from or any of the scientists or any of the psychologists, suppose you want some point wise nature or some point wise characteristics of inclusive education, so you have to give a specific input in the AI tools so that it can generate the absolute answer or the optimum answer that you want. So you have to, so when you use a particular AI tools for the content generation, like from the chat GPT or from the Gemini, from the Copilot, from the Claude, so you have to specific on your prompt. That means you have to specific on in which the input, with respect to the input, what type of output you want to get. Okay. So I just go to the any kind of AI tools for the content generation. Any kind of content generation. Suppose for this purpose, we want to do any kind of one minute. Okay. So this window is very familiar to all of us. We always use this particular chat GPT. So most common type of AI tools for the content generation we use is the chat GPT. So suppose now we try to explore the what is the importance of particular prompt to make to create or to prepare the exact output that we want from the specific AI tools. Suppose just for the general purpose, suppose just write what is AI. Suppose when we write just like the prompt, what is AI, it will give a generalized information regarding the artificial intelligence. Suppose you can see in this particular output that it has given us the basic meaning of the artificial intelligence, and then the different types of applications with respect to the artificial intelligence, and its broad types or the classification, that is the narrow AI or the general AI. Okay. So in the prompt is given to this particular AI tool, ChatGPT, what is AI? But when we try to give the exact or appropriate prompt with respect to getting the appropriate results, so we have to be specific or be actual with respect to our prompt, that is the text input. So if we write that define, suppose define AI with some definition given by scientists in 200 words. Now we look the particular difference. So as our prompt is changed from what is AI to define AI with some definition given by scientists in 200 words, then the prompt is very much accurate with respect to what we want from these AI tools. Because as you see in the screen that it has given the 5 important definition given by the various scientists with respect to the artificial intelligence. And more or less, this total part is in the 200 words or less than 200 words or more than 2 or 3 words with respect to the 200 words. So be specific. The more major focus when we use a particular AI tools for content generation, we have to mainly deal with the appropriate prompt. If we input the appropriate prompt, if we input the appropriate prompt in any type of AI tools, then you can get some sort of accurate result. But we remember in this particular fact that all types of information that any kind of AI tools for the content generation will give to us is not accurate. You have to collaborate or you have to triangulate with other sources. All types of data that is provided by an AI tool is not 100% accurate. You have to validate or you have to corroborate this particular data with another AI tools for confirmation that whether this particular information or particular concept or content is 100% accurate or not. Okay. So if we suppose if we another one, this is most another important or as well as the popular tool for content generation is the Gemini. Okay. So if we go to the Gemini, this is another tool. This is known as the Gemini, and it is correlated with the Google itself. So there are, if you see, there are 3 options are there for giving the input to the this particular Gemini AI tools. You can see there is a text prompt, that is you can write anything. Suppose what is similar like what is AI, or you can just upload any type of image with respect to this particular image. You want some information, you can do it. Or apart from this, apart from this, you can also do it with respect to the use of microphone, or you can give in the audio input or the audio prompt with respect to the particular Gemini apps. Suppose just I want to make a basic difference in the content generation with respect to the two AI tools. That is the most famous two AI tools, that is ChatGPT or Gemini. Suppose if we want to write the same prompt which I have given in the ChatGPT, what is AI? Just see the difference between the two generic AI tools. If we see the most of the concept, the main concept of this particular prompt is very much similar with respect to the output of ChatGPT and with respect to the output of Gemini. But the structure, but the output structure, the formatting is different from another. So this is the difference between any kind of AI tools, but this specific that the AI tools, the output of the AI tools is not 100% accurate at any point of time. If you want to the 100% accurate information, you have to corroborate or you have to triangulate your own data with respect to the other AI tool or with respect to the others resources. Okay, so just be remembered in this particular part. So this is the two most familiar as well as the famous AI tools, popular AI tools for the content generation. But apart from these, there are another one, we can say it as an umbrella, is an umbrella concept with respect to the AI generation tools for the content generation. This is known as the u.com. Have you heard this particular term earlier, that u.com? So it is treated as the umbrella concept of the AI tools which are used for mainly for the content generation. So you can see in this particular screen that different types of AI tools which are being used for content generation are accumulated, incorporated in a single platform. As you see, there is an option Gemini 1.5 Pro, Claude 2. Smart, GPT-4, Research, and many more. If you see in the scroll bar in the more options, then you can see there are different types as well as different person-wise AI tools which are being used for the content generation are accumulated or incorporated in a single platform. So you can choose as per your own interest and be specific. If you are choosing any kind of AI tools for content generation, please remember when you try to input or you try to write or you try to upload any kind of prompt in this particular, please be remember the nature of the subject from which you want to get some sort of information. Suppose you want to get some sort of information regarding any kind of research oriented findings, so you have to choose the research option to get more specific and accurate answer or the accurate reply or output from the AI tool. So this is all about the AI tools which is being used to create some sort of content with respect to our giving prompt. So students, if you have any kind of doubt or any kind of questions regarding this portion, that is the different types of AI tools for the content generation, you may please ask me. If you have any kind of question regarding this. If you have, then please ask me. And you can see this is the a generic AI tools mainly used for the content generation part. So Gemini, this is another one. The Copilot. Copilot is tie up with the Microsoft. So if we have any sort of Microsoft account, then we are very much useful for using this particular Copilot app. Then it is Claude, it is ChatGPT, and a single platform where we can get different types of generic AI tools with respect to their own version, which is the u.com. So these are the mainly. Uh, this is not only the 4 and 5 generic AI tools for the content generation, but these are the sorry most famous and most popular for creating the content with respect to our own giving input or prompt. So if you have any question, then if you have do not have any question, then we move to the next part, that is the teaching learning assisted AI tools. So in this particular scheme, you have seen that there are three most popular and most useful teaching learning assisted AI tools which is used. But please be remembered that these AI tools have one free version, one is paid version. So for each and every AI tools, the free version has very limited functionalities or operation with respect to any kind of operation. But if we go with the paid version, there are a lot of options that there to create any kind of component or any kind of person which are very much useful in our teaching learning process, not specifically in the primary section or primary level or secondary level, but also it is very much useful for our level, that is the higher education level also. If we go, so now we'll go to the first one, that is the almanac. Okay, so almanac is very much useful with respect to our teaching learning process. So just have a look. So for using this particular almanac AI tools, this is very simple to sign up. Just you have to go to the link of the almanac AI tools. Just you have to choose your Google account or any kind of Microsoft account or any kind of account, on the basis of which you can just go with the any kind of, and just you go with the functionalities of the AI tools of almanac. Okay. So you see in this particular screen that there are a lot of options are there with respect to almanac AI tools. So and this particular almanac AI tools is very much popular with respect to two major functions. One is for creation or the preparation of the lesson planning, and another one is for the creation of different types of educational slide. That means the PPTs. Okay, and so start with the lesson planning. If you see in the left panel, there is an options for home, then edu slide, then lesson plan. If we click on the lesson plan, this the particular screen will appear. So you see that there is a new lesson tab is here. So you have to, when you try to create a new lesson for any class, so you have to click on the new lesson tab, and then you have to give the course name. You want suppose for example you want course is educational technology, and for which level, suppose you choose this is for postgraduate, it is for postgraduate level, and then you have to click on the add button. Okay, and what will be your lesson title? Suppose you want is the basics of educational technology, and then just click on the create lesson option. Okay. Okay. So as you see, this particular lesson plan, the creation of the lesson plan is complete, and the name of the lesson is Basics of Educational Technology, and it is for the postgraduate level. As you see, there are different types of options are there to create or to prepare this particular lesson planning by using the Almanac AI tools. You see, so there is an option like curriculum expectation. So what is the main functionality of this particular component? Suppose you want to prepare or you want to create a particular lesson with respect to the curriculum expectation as per your syllabi. So for this particular scenario, for this particular instant, you have to add the curriculum expectation from your syllabus. So these Almanac AI tools will prepare or will create the lesson plan with respect to your provided curriculum expectation. This is screen is not visible.
It is visible, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Lakshmi, you can scroll your screen so that you will find the shared screen.
Yes. So there is another option like learning objectives, by the help of which you can also prepare or create the your desired lesson or lesson plan. So as you see, when you input this particular concept with respect to the educational technologies, these almanac tools will automatically prepare some of the learning objectives with respect to your lesson, as you see. But this is not the final one. You can regenerate it using AI, or you can edit it manually. Okay. So it depends on you that how can you use these particular learning objectives to prepare a particular lesson plan on the basis of educational technology. So this is another one. That is, first one is the curriculum expression, by the help of which you can prepare your lesson plan. This is the another options are there with respect to the learning objective. So basically, with respect to your particular course titles, the almanac AI tools will automatically create some learning objective with respect to your own lesson plan. But this is not the final one. You can regenerate it using the almanac AI tools, or you can edit by clicking on the edit option with respect to your own choice. So, suppose you don't want this particular learning outcome, suppose, so you can just delete it from this existing learning objective, which is being already prepared by this particular almanac AI tool. Or you can, there are three options. One is the curriculum expectation, another one is the by the help of learning objective, and another one is the with respect to the resources. So if we go with the resources, then there are a lot of options are there. You can attach any kind of video link. You can attach any kind of link on the basis of which you can create your own lesson plan. You can create you can create the resources with respect to AI. So there are you can see there are a lot of options are there by the help of which you can create this particular lesson plan. So suppose we'll go with the learning objective, which is already being generated with automatically with respect to the AI, almanac AI tools. So for this, suppose these are the learning objectives are there, then you want to create this particular lesson plan or the lesson planning with respect to the almanac AI tools generated learning objectives. So for this, just you have to click on the create using AI, and you there are a lot of options, but for creating or for preparing the lesson plan, you have to just scroll it down and then just click on the lesson plan option. Okay, so you can see the another windows for creating the preparing or the creating the lesson plan. So you have to choose on the basis of which you want to create. So as we already decided that we have to create our own lesson plan by the help of the learning objective, so you have to choose the what should be the based on. So you have to choose the learning objective, and the learning objectives are already shown in a learning objective tabs. Then suppose this is the optional part. In there are different types of models are there for preparing the lesson plan or the learning design. Suppose you have already known about the 5E models, the peacock models are there, the inquiry based models are there. So these are the models which are already available in the almanac AI tools. So suppose you want to create a particular lesson plan with respect to the options to create it in another way. And if it is looks good and it is okay for the specific purpose, then you please click on the looks good and open in an editor. So it will appear in an editor. Or you can, the most interesting part is that you can also export it, clicking on the export button in PDF format as well as the Google Docs format. Any, there are two options are there in the free version. One is with respect to the PDF and with respect to the document version. Okay. So this is all about how to prepare a particular lesson plan with respect to the Almanac AI tools. Another options are there, interesting options are there. If we click on the lesson bundle options, this is on the right side of the screen, you see the below part of the export options or the export tab. This is known as the lesson bundle option. So if we click on the lesson bundle options, there are some components are there you can create with respect to the generated lesson plan. Suppose just look at it. There are different types of options that there on the basis of which you can create it. Another interesting part is, suppose it is already being created. If we go to the home options, it is already being there. Just see in the first one, that is the lesson plan on the basic of educational technology. Okay. And now you want this particular lesson plan in PPT format, in the PPT format. So for this, you have just click on the slide decks option. Just click on the, you can see the slide decks option. After clicking the slide decks option, the a new window will appear in the screen. So if we see the course name is, as you have already given, the course name is educational technology, lesson is basics of educational technology. Now you have, there are a lot of options are there on the basis of which this particular Almanac AI tools will prepare the PPT or the PowerPoint presentation or the slides. So you can see, you can choose anything which is with respect to the learning objective that is being already being provided to the Almanac AI tools. Link from the internet or URL, a file that you want to upload, a resource from Almanac itself, but it is the for the paid version. Copy and paste some text in the box, YouTube link, image, etc. So suppose for particular example, just we will click on the learning objective, and you see this is already being created by automatically by the Almanac AI tools. So you have to just click on the next option. So when we click on the next option, you see this is the slide deck outline. That means these are the slide wise illustration. You see this is the slide one, and this is automatically generated by the Almanac app with respect to the learning objective that you already been provided for creating this particular PPT. This is the slide 2 for the definition, slide 3 for the basic principles, slide 4 for the impact of teaching and learning, slide 5 is the instructional material and resources, slide 6 the selecting appropriate tools and strategies, slide 7 is for case study, slide 8 for the fun facts, slide 9 for the reflection on the summary part, and slide 10 is the conclusion, and these are the resources part. Okay. So, and you can see there are 3 options are there in the free version, that what would be the theme when you prepare a particular PPT or the PowerPoint presentation using Microsoft. So there are a lot of themes are there, but in this particular app, this is the Almanac app, there are 3 themes are there with respect to create or prepare the PPTs in the free version. Suppose you can see, you can choose any one from the 3. Suppose you, for this example, we just do in the retro part. And after that, you have to just click on the create option. You see in the right side that automatically this almanac prepare the the PowerPoint presentation on basic of educational technology. And similar options are there when you see in the earlier part that when you create a particular lesson plan, that there are two options are there. If it is looks good or it is as per the mark, so you can just click on looks good and open in editor. Or if it is not as per the mark that you want, then you can regenerate it by using the same process. Suppose for the sake of this particular example, this is we select this is looks good and open in editor. Okay. So this is the particular PowerPoint presentation on the basis of learning objective, which is already being created by this Almanac app. And if we want to edit it, you can edit it from here also. Suppose you don't want to this particular scaffolding part in your PPT. Suppose so you just click on the just delete option. You can delete it from this particular PPT also. And after that, when you think that this particular PPT is okay for my own purpose, then you just go in the similar pattern, you just go in the export part and you can download it. There are three formats are there with respect to the PowerPoint, downloading the PowerPoint presentation. One is with respect to the Google slide, one is the with respect to the general or the simple PowerPoint presentation, or you can just download it as a PDF format also. So this is this is this is the two important options of the, you can say, the functionalities of Almanac tools with respect to the free version. So in the paid version there are a lot of options are there, but in the free version we can use this particular two options, that is the learning lesson plan and the edu slide, in the most effective manner. So if any students or anyone, if you have any doubt, any kind of doubt with respect to this particular apps, that means with respect to the with the PowerPoint presentation, creation of the PowerPoint presentation or the preparation of the lesson plan, you can please ask. If you have any kind of doubt or any kind of problem or any kind of, you please ask. Okay. So another important AI tools are there. Just okay, just one minute. Creating my PowerPoint presentation. Yes. So apart from the Almanac, you can just explore by your own. That is the Teachology on Eduate. This is most or less similar with the functionalities of Almanac, but if you want, you please explore it by your own. And there are another AI tools which is being used not only for the assessment but also for the magic school. This is very much popular. I think most of you have already known about this particular AI tools, that is the magic school. Magic school is very much popular with respect to not only for the assessment but also with respect to the any kind of components which are directly related to our teaching learning process. So if we go to the particular magic school AI tool, it is looks like, just I will share my screen. Yeah, and as similar as Almanac, you just, there are very easy options out there, easy functionalities are there to sign up with this particular magic tool plus app AI tools. Just you have to choose your any kind of Gmail account, any kind of Microsoft account to get into it. And in this particular AI tools, Magic School AI tools, there are, you can see in this particular screen, there are lot of options are there. Lot of options are there. You can create for the assessment purpose, you can create the multiple choice assessment part. You can also the most interesting part is you can create YouTube video question. Suppose for this particular, this is a very interesting component, or you can say interesting options are there with respect to this particular AI tools magic school. Suppose just given you are just giving any kind of video link from YouTube, or after giving this particular link to this particular app, this particular app will generate 5 or 10 questions with respect to this particular link provided by you. Suppose one by one I will try to explore. Suppose if you want to create any kind of multiple choice questions, you you have to click on this multiple choice assessment component of the Magic AI tool. So there are some options are there. You have to choose. Suppose here you have to give this particular grade level. Suppose there are particular grade levels are there. Suppose for any example, we have chosen this particular grade level as an university level, and with number of questions. So in the free version, you can only have 5 to 20 questions. Okay. Suppose for this example, I have chosen the 10 questions, 10 questions, 10 multiple choice questions. And here you have to give, this is the important, this is the importance of the prompt. Okay, so here you have to give in which concept or which content, in which subunit or which unit you want to create the multiple choice question. Suppose, say for example, there are different types of options are there. You can give the input in a audio format, you can give it in a upload file upload format, or you can give it in a like in create input format. Suppose here for this example, just you use, suppose you want to create 10 multiple choice question on concept of learning, or you can more specific concept and types of learning. Okay, and just you have to click on the generate option. So when you click on the generate option, this particular AI tools will automatically create the 10 multiple choice questions on concept and types of learning. You can see there are 10 questions are there. Not only the questions, this particular AI tools also give the answer key for this particular 10 option. But please remember, you have to collaborate this answer of this particular question, which is already being generated by this particular Magic School AI. You have to collaborate it. You have to validate it with the other resources before using it in your class or in your any kind of format. Okay. And another options, there are exciting, you can say the interesting options are there when you click on the accent tab. So there are different components are there with respect to the accent option. If we click on the translate option, just see, if we click on the translate option, for the net purpose, it is 1 minute please. One minute please. I think 1 minute. I think for the net glitch, I think it is not. Okay, 1 minute. We can create another one. 1 minute. So you click on the multiple choice option like that. University, suppose 5 questions are there on the basis of concept of educational technology, suppose say for example. Okay, so there are 5 questions are there. So when you click on the, I think there are some server errors are there with respect to this particular options. Okay, so it is not actually working. I think the server from this particular AI tools is being stopped with respect to some options are there. So what is the basic mechanism of this particular translate option? When you click on the translate option, you can see there are a lot of language versions are there. Suppose this is being generated in the English version. So if you want to create in the Tamil or the Telugu or the Hindi or the Malayalam version, you can easily create by using this translate option, or you can create in any. I think there are 70 or 80 language options are there, on the basis of which you can uh, create your multiple choice assessment part in your own language. And with respect to the length, suppose you want to create the complex types of assessment, MCQ. Yes.
എല്ലാം ഫിക്സഡ് ആണല്ലോ കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാം അപ്പൊ ഉണ്ടാക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങളിലേക്ക് എടുക്കാം ഉണ്ടാക്കാനൊക്കെ ചെയ്യാം ഇത് രണ്ടും ഒരുമിച്ച്
Who is Shidu? Please mute yourself.
So if you want to create the complex types of questions with respect to your university level, then you just click on the length of the question. You want to modify it by your own or using the magic AI tools. So I think the server is down. I think it is not being able to function with respect to the action option. So just move to the another part. Suppose you want to create, that we already discussed, the YouTube generated question. Suppose for this you have to just format. Suppose you have to want 10 questions, one the multiple choice. From there are three options are there: multiple choice, free response, that is the open-ended questions, and one is the true false. Suppose you want to the multiple choice questions, so you have to just give in any kind of link. Suppose, just for the sake of this example, just we click on the YouTube and just the one minute basics of educational technology. The educational technology. Suppose any kind of, okay. So just we have to paste the link from the YouTube. Okay. So after pasting the video ID or URL in the specific tab, just click on the generate option and just see this particular Magic AI tools is automatically create some information with respect to. Suppose you can see the educational technology comprehensive questions. There are questions are there, and also the options are there. But the specific options are with respect to the time of this particular video. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this function is already being disabled from the server end. That's why we are not able to create on the translate, questions, length, summarize, and custom options in the free version. But if you want to just copy this particular questions from this particular AI tools, you just make it, and you can just click on the copy option, and you can paste in any kind of word format or any kind of format that you want to take. Okay, and apart from these particular apps, you can see there are a lot of options or the lot of components are there. You are requested to explore it by going to this particular Magic AI tools. I think these particular tools that you see in this particular slide or the particular screen is also free with respect to use. but there are some functionalities are limited with respect to the component. Suppose if you click on the image generator tool, that is the new component that is being already added in the Magic AI tools, you have to create your own account in Adobe Reader, and then you have to pay some 3 or 4 USD for this particular to create this or to use this particular option. But apart from this, all are in the free version. You can just click and you please go to the Magic School Plus AI tools and just explore it by your own. Okay, as the time is already in the end, so just I am summing up this particular. So okay, so when you particularly use these apps, when you use this particular app, any kind of AI apps, you please try to collaborate with the other resources, because most of the times the output or the answer key is not 100% reliable. So after using the AI tools for your own purpose, you please collaborate or you please triangulate your output data with other resources to get it validated. Okay, so this is my presentation with respect to this particular the AI tools, the application of AI tools. So apart from these, there are lot of AI tools are there. You can choose any kind of AI tools, but when you choose when you choose a particular AI tools for the use of our teaching learning process, please remember one thing, that this is you have to choose the AI tools with respect to the simpler use of this particular AI tools and the different types of functionalities are there with respect to the AI tools. So you can see apart from the magic tools, there are formative AI tools, summative AI tools, but they are very much complex in using. But in the magic, you can see in the magic tool, magic school AI tools, the options and the components are very much familiar, very much simple to use. So when you try to use any kind of AI tools for the content generation purpose, for the teaching learning purpose, or for the gamification or the assessment purpose, you have to think about the simplicity of the using of this particular AI tools. Okay, so that's all from my end. Thank you for listening. So if you have sorry, if you have any doubt or any clarification, please ask. So if you have any kind of questions and any kind of, you can please ask me. And I think it is very much applicable for all of you if you go to this particular AI tools and just explore it by its own, because this particular AI tools are, if you want to optimal use of this particular AI tools, you have to use it daily, because this particular AI tools, the different components, different applicability, different functionalities of AI tools is being always updated from one day to another. Suppose if we see there are 70 options are there in the Magic AI school, and 1 month later you can see there are 80 options are there. 10 options are already being added. So you have to be updated with respect to the AI tools. Suppose you are using a Magic AI tools or in Almanac or ChatGPT or U.com for a long period of time regularly, then you will able to use any kind of added or add-on mechanism or add-on functionalities or add-on options with respect to this particular AI tool. So that's all from my end. Thank you for listening. Over to you, ma'am.
Sir, can we conclude the session?
Before concluding, if anybody wants to talk, please utilize this time.
If anyone wants to clarify some
Please
sort of
come
information,
forward once if you have anything to ask.
have any question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, you have introduced many AI tools.
Yeah.
So, as a BA trainees, which one you will suggest for us, and could you please explain why?
So any one kind of AI tools?
I think she is asking,
Sir, that
do you have
sir,
any particular tools that will meet almost all their needs instead of
No,
sir,
no, no. Actually, there is any specific one tool that will serve all purposes. So you have to choose the AI tools with respect to the nature of operation. Suppose you want to create some sort of content generation, and the for content generation, it is useful to use. It is very much useful for us to use like the Chat GPT or Gemini tools. But if you want to create or want to create the multiple choice options or multiple choice questions, so you have to use the magic AI tools. So you have to choose the specific AI tools for specific purpose.
yeah, sir, I think that
Yeah.
ChatGPT and Gemini are almost same, right? So,
Yes, yes,
could
yes,
you
yes.
please explain the difference between both?
No, no. Actually, there are no difference with respect to the AI content generation tools. Their mechanism is always same. But the functionalities, suppose in chat gpt, suppose you want to create and you want to prepare or you want to create any kind of information from the chat gpt, but when you try to use this particular chat gpt is very familiar to use with respect to the gemini. But if we want to create or if we want to prepare the probing questions, suppose thought provoking question, suppose conceptual understanding of a particular concept, then the Gemini is very much useful than ChatGPT.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
sir.
so
Thank you,
you
thank
you
you.
have to you have to choose the particular AI tools with respect to your nature of the operation or nature of the function. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to thank you for this wonderful session. It was so
Thank you, ma'am.
beneficial. We all know about Gemini and ChatGPT, but you also introduced some other tools which will be very beneficial for us in our teaching career.
Yeah.
I just want to, get a view on something as an educator. You are an educator, so I want your view on something.
Okay, so apart from Gemini or the ChatGPT, this is very familiar to use. So apart from this, the Copilot is there, but for using this particular Copilot app, you have to you have to create a particular Microsoft account. Okay, and with respect to the Claude, this is very much useful, but it is depends on the nature of use. This particular Claude is very much useful for the school level purpose up to the 10th or 12th. Okay, and if you see in the u.com has a particular a multiple platforms are incorporated or assembled together in this particular single platform, and where you can use as per your nature. Suppose you want to create some sort of information with respect to, suppose, educational technology or the tech related education, then you will be very much beneficial if we use the chat gpt 4.0. Suppose you want to create some sort of research findings, then you have to just click on the research tabs or the research options in the u.com. Suppose you want to create some sort of information with respect to the psychology of education or educational psychology or neuropsychology or social psychology, then I think Gemini 1.5 Pro is very much useful. So you have to choose the particular AI tools as per the nature of your query, your prompt. Then only you will get the accurate or absolute answer.
So my question is, what should be as teachers? What should be our take on students using AI tools? How can
Yes.
we constructively instruct them to use it for the constructive purpose, not for cheating? How can we do that? What is your take on that?
No, actually, ma'am, when a student is using this chat GPT or any kind of AI tools for creating the any kind of information or any kind of assignment. So you have to, there is no boundaries that we cannot, suppose there are two options are there. One is, if you want to know that how much this particular concept or particular paragraphs are is being AI generated, you can easily check out by any kind of plagiarism software. And another part is the ethical issue. Suppose all students and teachers are being used these particular AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini for content generation, but we have to maintain the ethical norms. Suppose you can suppose you can prepare a particular concept or particular sub themes or themes with respect to the AI tools, but after getting this particular concept or the particular paragraphs, you have to create it by own. If you, after reading out this particular concept which is being already generated by the chat GPT or any kind of tool, then you have to prepare it by your own concept. Suppose you just create a particular or just input a particular prompt and then get it output and just paste it in the assignment. This is not done. After getting the particular output that you want from the chat GPT or any kind of AI tools, then you have to prepare or you have to write it by your own after getting the concept from this particular output of the AI tools.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for insights.
Like earlier, Subhadra was asking about any single or specific tool that can do almost everything what we need. So to add to that question, I would like to mention that by understanding the Gardner's theory and the later development on that, intelligence is not a single entity.
Yeah.
Till then, we were considering that intelligence is there or intelligence is not there. Then, after this theory was emerged, we could accept that intelligence is not a single entity. Somebody may have musical intelligence, somebody may have some other intelligence, like logical or any other. So, the same way, each tool is developed to meet certain needs. So, ChatGPT, the text content generation tool, are created to generate content like in the form of text mainly. Later days, at a later stage, they found only content in the form of text would not be sufficient. Then they have added some other modules to that. So that way, each tool will have certain utilities with respect to we the teaching professionals. So we the teaching professionals. So like any other softwares, we cannot stick on a particular platform alone. Suppose the Canva is giving us no, a platform for preparing PPT. So can we always rely only upon Canva? No, we will have to use or depend on the other software such as Microsoft PowerPoint or even Google Slides. No, because
Yeah.
each may offer different no, features. So if we people know what feature is added on what platform, what feature is not there, what is better, where some feature is better. So when the need comes, we should be able to switch over to such tools in order to meet our specific needs. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Absolutely true, sir.
Is there any other question? I think no. Okay, sir. It was highly interactive and highly, enriching session to our students. So thank you from my behalf to you for joining this session as a resource person. So after I shifted into MI Training College, this is the second edition under this Edusphere colloquium series. Though we had some other sessions when I was with other college. So I hope this session will be continuing, and that at another point you will also be no, invited again with some other topics to this session. Hopefully you will join on such episodes also. So over to Ramita ma'am for vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. On behalf of our institution, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Pranay Pandey for his enlightening and insightful AI class. Today, we stand enriched and inspired by his profound knowledge and passion for AI class. Um, we sincerely appreciate the time and effort you have invested in preparing these classes. Your expertise has not only broadened our knowledge, but has also encouraged us to explore AI with renewed vigor and curiosity. Once again, thank you, sir, for your invaluable contribution to our learning journey. And also, I would like to thank our respected principal and our teachers for providing us with this wonderful platform, and also my dear friends for their active participation. And we look forward to apply the knowledge gained from your class in our future needs. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.